How's it going, guys? We're back at it again with another video. I think this is video 4. Before I get started, thanks for watching. Everybody's been watching. Thanks for the new subscribers. If you're watching the videos, please subscribe. Hopefully you learn something from these videos and we can all make some money together in 2024. Cool, let's get started. So today, the number one stock of the day was SXTC. 1 second. Let's see. We start the day the same way we start every day. We come over to Benzinga pre-market movers. We look at the top 3. So we had SXTC, we had CGA, and we had YCBD. So like I told you, we like to trade in between that $2 to $8 to $9 range. So that will automatically cross off or disqualify YCBD. So now we're down to SXTC and CGA. Next, we'll go over to Yahoo Finance. I have these saved, so I'll just get to them really quick. I use them every day. That ticker was SXTC. Cool. We'll look at the statistics on it. Scroll down, and we'll look at share statistics. Float 419,000. That's a good sign. And let me see. Shares outstanding 565,000. Another good sign. We'll scroll up. Excuse me. We'll look at average volume 164,000. That's low. I think when we seen it this morning, it was at 8 million. So that's good. Good flow rotation. Good volume. We'll also look at CGA statistics. Do the same thing. Scroll down. Float 5.4 million. So it's more. It has a higher float. So that means there's more shares to be traded than SXTC. And then shares outstanding 13.38 million. Also a lot more shares. That really doesn't matter because we can only trade the float, but still. Average volume 12,000, which is really low. When we seen this company this morning, it was at 2.5 million volume. So it didn't have enough volume for me. Well, that's why I didn't like it. And we'll also go look at it on the chart. So we're done doing the research. So it's down to these two, but really I like SXTC the best. So then we'll look at SXTC. We'll come over, pull it up on a 5-minute chart. This is I don't think I ever told you guys, but I use a 5-minute chart. You can see it up here. There's different ones, 5, 1 minute, 15 minute. When I trade, I have a 5-minute and a 1 minute pulled up at the same time. The 1 minute chart is on my other screen. I usually make a lot of decisions based off the 5-minute chart, but I decide entries based off the 1 minute. Well, I use them together, but the 1 minute chart helps like narrow in on entries. Cool. So let's do what we do every time. Follow the strategy. So we'll zoom in a little bit, make this easier. 9 a.m. we turn the computer on. Usually takes me a couple minutes to get everything pulled up, do the research. So by 9:05, I do like that stuff I just showed you with Yahoo and Benzinga. I'm done with by 9:05. So I'll come here. The high then was right here, so I'll set a line. Boom. Let's make that a little bit thicker for you guys. Edit thickness 2. That's better. Let's make it 3. Edit 3. Cool. Save that as default. Boom. Perfect. So we'll set this line right here. Boom. Next, we'll set our next price target. So this is 593. 3 times. Next price target will be $6.93. 693. Where is it? 693. Cool. I'll just put it right here at 690. Perfect. So that was our next price target. So these are our 2 targets that we're aiming for. Well, these are our 2 targets. Actually, yeah, 9 o'clock. Boom. Yeah. So target would have been 693 would be our next target. And then we'll come and set up our support. So we'll scroll 9 o'clock, boom, here, scroll down. There's some support right here, but this is a VWAP, so we'll take this as $4.66. And then we'll also set us a 4.66. $4.05. Okay, cool. So it goes down to 405. That's 404, but close enough. So let's make these red because these will be support. If it breaks these lines, I'm no longer interested. I might be looking for a bounce off of these lines, but I'm not looking to buy all the way down here. Cool. So we have that set up. And next, last thing we'll do, we'll set up the trend lines. So at 9 o'clock right here, it's not really, you really can't find a solid downtrend because you want to, like I said on other videos, you want to be able to connect 3 points. So if you look at 9 o'clock right here, like I can connect this point, that's only 2. I can connect this point and this 2, that's only 2. And I connect this one and this one, that's only 2 still. So I wasn't able to make a downtrend line, but an uptrend was pretty easy. That's like right here, cool. So you're able to connect all of these for the uptrend. Let's make this a little bit thicker for you guys. This to save default. Boom, done. Cool. So it's the uptrend line. Later on at like 9, no, not really. I wasn't able to make a downtrend line. So I look at all this, I see the volume, I see the trends, and everything looks good, but I don't like to. I'm gonna tell you, I didn't trade this stock, and I'm gonna tell you why. So when I started looking at it, it was all the way up here at $5.26, and it squeezed up some more. I try not to pre-market before 9.25, just because like a lot of things can go wrong. So I'm watching it. It's really close to this high VWAP, which is usually where stocks you tend to turn around or stop, because this is like the stock market is basically a big store, and once it gets close to this line, it means the product is no longer on sale or at a good price. So usually it tends to turn down or drop or start to turn bearish. So I usually try to avoid stocks when they're close to this, but also this stock was, let's just look right here, 9.15. It was, if you draw a line straight down, you see this little box that pops up. It was 11% over the average price. So I'm like, would I really want to pay 11% higher than the normal price? Probably not. So then it kept going up even more. So at one point, right here before the market opened, it was 21%, almost 22% higher than the normal or average price. I'm not willing to pay 21% or 22% over the axe price. Imagine if you were buying a car and it was like, yeah, it's going to be 22% higher than normal. You would look at them like they were crazy. So that's the same way I looked at this stock when I seen this. Sure, I thought it might be able to squeeze up a little bit more, but I'm like, at that point, it's no longer a deal. Like, I don't think it's going to go crazy. I didn't think it was going to hit that 690 that I set, but that's where I had it going to. I didn't think it was going to get there. I'll get rid of these 2 lines because we don't need these anymore. So I didn't think it was going to get there, but it squeezes up when the market opens just because it's such a low float stock. And typically these stocks do between like 2 to 3 million on that, anywhere from 1 to 3 million. But usually, like if it's like the number one stock of the day, it'll do 2 to 3 million on that first 5-minute candle. And with it only having 400,000 shares available to trade, that's what made it squeeze up a little bit. So it opened right here at 5.86 and it squeezed up. It's at about like 60 cents to 6.30 now. It's like 60 something cents, I think. So it squeezed up slightly and then it pulled all the way back down. You see it broke, once it broke this trend line, it continued to trend down. Broke through the first line of support that we set, continued to trend down even more. once I seen this, I was no longer interested. And then you also are able to, I think I stopped looking at this at like 9:40. I told you guys yesterday I wasn't really interested in trading today. It's the last day of the year for trading. The market's weird. But like around 9:40, 9:50, you are able to draw this trend line, this downtrend line, and just see where the stock was headed. And if you continue to scroll over some more, you can see it just died all the way off and died all the way down. Ended up coming back down to $2.88. Imagine if you bought it up here at 639. You'd be heated, be really mad. So that's the reason that I really didn't like this stock. It was just too high from its average price. I typically try to buy stocks that are, I usually like them like within 9 cents of VWAP. I know you might be like, what's the difference between 11 and 9? Like, to me, it's a big difference. And the way my strategy works, that's just what we do. That's just what I do. So I try to stick to it, stick to what works, and just working on the discipline of not straying from what I know works for me. Because if I'd have bought this right here and it squeezed up to 6, I might have sold some right here, maybe, but I definitely would have got caught in this down move, and I would have ended up hoping that it bounced off this line, and then I would have been watching it right here. This little green candle right here would have gave me some hope, and then it would have pulled back some more. I probably would have sold somewhere around right here. So I got to save an hour of my day and go and enjoy it and spend it doing things that I like. I will look at CGA quickly. I won't go in as much depth with it just because I don't want to make this video too long. I don't think it needs to be that long. 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. we look at it here. We set us up a trend. This is the trend right here that we're able to set up at 9 a.m. Clearly moving down. It squeezes up at 8:10. Wasn't able to become overbought or oversold. Wasn't able to become overbought on the RSI. The MACD turned green for a little while, but then you just noticed it dropped all the way down, pulled really far away from VWAP, which is the volume weighted average price, and continued to downtrend. I thought it might bounce off this line, which is is this the bottom Kettler channel? Give me 1 second. I have so many lines on here. I'm pretty sure this is the bottom Kettler. Yeah, this is the bottom Kettler channel. I thought it might bounce off here. This is really low, which it did. It bounced off, pulled up, but it went from $3.15 to $3.96, which is a decent move. But this is the last thing I'll state before I end this video. What I've noticed is when you pick the right stock at the right time and everything's going your way, they tend to run from anywhere from like 20 minutes to about 50 to an hour. So they tend to run for like an hour between getting halts. Like there's some consolidating in between that hour, but it's like up for like 20 minutes. Might get halted or it might consolidate for like another 10 or 15 minutes, and then it's up for another 10, and then it pulls back pretty hard. Like what's the chances you time this 5-minute move perfectly? Boom. And then once it broke VWAP, I would have probably been interested to hold it even longer. So I wasn't interested in this. This was a no trade day for me. Stated that yesterday. But I did still look at this because it's good to get the screen time and just check your back test your strategies and test your strategies in real time to make sure they work. My strategies worked today, and they were able to keep me out of a bad trade. And one more last thing. I know when I first started trading, I would look at like no trade days. It's like, man, I didn't make any money today. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Somebody made money today. But I started changing the way I look at trading. Any day I don't lose money is a green day. Like you're playing this, like trading is a game, and you're playing with the best players in the world. Like there is no JV and varsity and college and then pro and semi-pro. This is just straight you versus the best traders in the world. There is no like warm up. There is no training wheels, no practice rounds. You can go trade a paper trading account, but like once you put your real money on the line, you're playing against the best players in the world. So any day you don't lose money is a good day. That's how I look at it. So don't look at like no trade days as a negative thing. Look at them as a good thing. It's a day you use discipline, a day that you didn't let because trading can become addictive. You can become like a drug, and some days it's really hard not to press that buy button or sell button or whatever way you tend to trade. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. This will be the last video of this year. Happy New Year, guys. And if you watch this video, if you learned anything, please subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, tell a friend that you know that trades, and we will be back. Oh, last thing. I'm going to be out of the country next week. Yeah, next week. So I won't be bringing my desktop with me. And my laptop, I don't know. I'll figure out a way to upload these videos still, but the quality of them probably won't be the same as right now. I'll be gone for a few days, well, like a few weeks, but I'll still be trading and I'll still upload what I can. It's just the quality might be a little bit down for a couple days, couple weeks, but we'll stay consistent, keep you guys updated, and keep trading. Cool. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, tell a friend, We're out.